Welcome back to Days of Our Lives channel. Today we will learn about the explosive developments surrounding Rachel Black's desperate prison visit and the shocking secrets that continue to unravel in Salem. This Friday's episode promises to deliver heart-wrenching family drama that will leave viewers on the edge of their seats. Rachel's bold prison break decision. The tension reaches a boiling point as young Rachel Black, portrayed with remarkable emotional depth by Alice Halsey, makes the life-altering decision to visit Statesville Correctional Facility. This isn't just any ordinary visit, it's a carefully orchestrated plan that showcases Rachel's growing maturity and desperate need to reconnect with her incarcerated mother. The writers have masterfully crafted this storyline to highlight the complex psychological impact of parental separation on children, particularly when criminal activities are involved. Rachel's determination stems from her refusal to accept Brady's well-intentioned but ultimately ineffective warnings about potential visiting restrictions. The young girl's resourcefulness shines through as she employs the same carpooling strategy that proved successful in previous episodes, demonstrating her keen observation skills and strategic thinking. This calculated approach reveals that Rachel has inherited more than just her parents' striking looks. She possesses their cunning intelligence and unwavering determination to achieve her goals, regardless of the obstacles placed in her path. The emotional weight of this decision cannot be understated. Rachel's internal struggle between respecting her father's wishes and satisfying her overwhelming need to see her mother creates a compelling character arc that resonates with viewers who have experienced family separation. The writers have skillfully woven this personal conflict into the broader narrative tapestry, ensuring that Rachel's journey feels authentic and emotionally grounded rather than merely serving as a plot device. Kristen's devastating secret burden. Inside the cold, unforgiving walls of Statesville, Kristen finds herself trapped in an emotional nightmare that extends far beyond her physical incarceration. Stacey Haydock's portrayal of Kristen continues to captivate audiences as she navigates the treacherous waters of maternal guilt and protective instinct. The shocking revelation that Rachel was responsible for shooting E.J. DiMera adds layers of complexity to Kristen's already tumultuous psychological state. This explosive secret creates an almost unbearable burden for Kristen, who must maintain a delicate balance between protecting her daughter's innocence and dealing with her own overwhelming guilt. The writers have crafted this storyline with remarkable sensitivity, exploring the profound impact of childhood trauma and the lengths to which parents will go to shield their children from the consequences of their actions. Kristen's decision to bury this truth reflects her deep understanding of the psychological damage that could result from Rachel discovering her role in the shooting. The prison setting amplifies the emotional intensity of Kristen's situation as she finds herself physically powerless to provide the comfort and guidance that Rachel desperately needs. This sense of helplessness feeds into Kristen's growing anxiety about her daughter's emotional well-being and her ability to process the complex family dynamics that surround her. The upcoming prison visit promises to test Kristen's resolve as she struggles to maintain her composure while faced with Rachel's obvious distress and confusion. Holly's crucial intervention. The subplot involving Holly's intervention in Rachel's potential runaway plan adds another layer of complexity to the narrative. Holly's role as the voice of reason demonstrates the strong bonds of friendship that exist among Salem's younger generation, while also highlighting the ripple effects of adult decisions on children's lives. Her successful persuasion of Rachel to abandon her escape plans showcases mature wisdom beyond her years and sets the stage for Rachel's alternative solution, the prison visit. This friendship dynamic serves as a crucial emotional anchor for Rachel, providing her with the support system she needs to make rational decisions despite her overwhelming emotional turmoil. The writers have cleverly used Holly's character to introduce an element of hope and stability into Rachel's chaotic world, while simultaneously demonstrating how children often become unwitting counselors for their peers when faced with adult-level problems. Brady's parental dilemma and investigation. Brady Black's character development continues to evolve as he grapples with the challenging task of single parenting while navigating his own complex relationship with Kristen. Eric Martsolf's nuanced performance brings depth to Brady's internal conflict between protecting Rachel from harsh realities and allowing her the emotional connection she craves with her mother. His decision to contact Steve Johnson about the mysterious baby situation reveals his growing ability to compartmentalize personal drama while addressing practical concerns. The investigation into Sophia Coy's potential connection to the firehouse baby introduces an intriguing mystery that promises to have far-reaching consequences for multiple Salem families. Brady's proactive approach to uncovering the truth demonstrates his evolution from a reactive character to someone who takes charge of uncertain situations. This transformation reflects the writer's commitment to character growth and their understanding that viewers appreciate seeing beloved characters mature and adapt to life's challenges. Steve Johnson's involvement in this investigation brings his legendary detective skills into play, creating anticipation for the methodical unraveling of this medical mystery. The decision to involve Rafa Hernandez in obtaining the crucial DNA sample adds another layer of authenticity to the storyline, as it acknowledges the legal and procedural requirements necessary for such sensitive investigations. The prison confrontation. The inevitable meeting between Brady and Kristen at Statesville promises to be an emotionally charged encounter that will test both parents' commitment to Rachel's well-being. The awkward timing of their reunion, with Rachel distracted by her phone communications, creates an opportunity for honest adult conversation about their daughter's needs and their shared responsibilities despite their complicated romantic history. This confrontation will likely force both Brady and Kristen to confront uncomfortable truths about their co-parenting relationship and the impact of their past decisions on Rachel's emotional development. The prison setting adds symbolic weight to their interaction, serving as a stark reminder of the consequences of their past actions while simultaneously highlighting their shared commitment to protecting their daughter from similar mistakes. Rachel and Thomas, a growing connection. The developing relationship between Rachel Black and Thomas DiMera represents a fascinating intersection of Salem's most prominent families. The writers have subtly built this connection over recent episodes, creating anticipation for a potential romantic storyline that could have significant implications for both the Black and DiMera family dynamics. Rachel's choice to text Thomas during her emotionally charged prison visit suggests that he has become an important source of comfort and stability in her increasingly complicated world. This budding relationship also serves as a clever narrative device that allows the writers to explore themes of young love, family loyalty, and the cyclical nature of Salem's interconnected relationships. The fact that both children come from families with complicated histories creates rich potential for future storylines that could echo their parents' romantic entanglements while forging new paths forward. The emotional resonance of this Friday's episode extends far beyond its immediate plot points, touching on universal themes of family, sacrifice, and the complex nature of love and protection. As viewers prepare for these explosive revelations, one thing remains certain: the residents of Salem continue to navigate the treacherous waters of loyalty, secrets, and redemption that have made Days of Our Lives appointment television for decades. Part 2. Where Have All the Birds Gone? A humorous mystery unfolds in Brandon Barish's backyard. Dear friends, have you ever experienced one of those little everyday puzzles that just won't let you rest? Something as simple as waiting for birds to visit a new feeder, only to find the skies and trees strangely empty. Well, that's exactly the kind of light-hearted drama that's captured the attention of fans of the long-running soap opera Days of Our Lives. Today, we're diving into a delightful story about actor Brandon Barish, who plays the intriguing character Stefan DiMera on the show. But this tale isn't about the twists and turns of Salem, it's about a real-life backyard adventure that's got everyone chuckling and sharing their own bird-watching tips. Let me start by introducing Brandon Barish for those who might not be familiar with his work. At 45 years old, Brandon has been a beloved figure in daytime television for many years. He's best known for his roles on Days of Our Lives, often abbreviated as DOOL and General Hospital GH. On Days of Our Lives, he portrays Stefan Demera, a complex businessman with a knack for getting into all sorts of romantic and villainous entanglements. Remember how Stefan was kidnapped by the scheming Vivian Alamain, leaving his love interest Gabby heartbroken and thinking he'd run off? That storyline had us all on the edge of our seats. Lately, though, Stefan hasn't been seen much in Salem, but whispers from other characters have sparked hope among viewers that he'll make a grand return soon. In his off-screen life, Brandon is just as busy and engaging. He's not only an actor but also a talented musician, touring with his band called the Day Players. They perform a mix of rock and soulful tunes that get audiences tapping their feet. When he's not on stage or set, Brandon loves connecting with his fans through social media platforms like Instagram. He shares glimpses into his daily routines, family moments, and plenty of humor. It's this down-to-earth side of him that makes him so relatable, especially to those of us who've enjoyed watching him evolve over the years. Now, let's get to the heart of this amusing story. Just the other day, on September 11th, 2025, Brandon posted a video that had nothing to do with soap opera plots or concert tour. Instead, it was a genuine, exasperated plea for help from his own backyard. Picture this, Brandon, with his hair looking a bit wild and unkempt like he just rolled out of bed, stands there, ready to unveil his latest gadget. He's calling himself Bedhead Medusa, a funny reference to the mythical figure with snakes for hair, but in his case, it's just a messy morning look that many of us can sympathize with after a restless night. The gadget in question is no ordinary bird feeder. Oh no, this is a high-tech marvel. It's a birdhouse that also serves as a feeder, complete with a built-in camera. Imagine being able to watch colorful birds flutter in and out, pecking at seeds, all from the comfort of your phone via a special app. It's the kind of modern convenience that appeals to nature lovers who want to enjoy wildlife without stepping outside in the rain or cold. Brandon was clearly excited about this new addition to his yard, perhaps a gift or something he picked up to bring a touch of serenity to his busy life. But here's where the drama kicks in, and I mean dramatic in the most entertaining way. Despite setting up this fancy feeder, not a single bird has shown up in the past 24 hours. Can you believe it? Brandon pauses in his video to deal with a bit of everyday life picking up after his dog, which adds to the realness of the moment and then dives right into his frustration. He points out that he can hear birds chirping in the distance, their cheerful songs filling the air, but none are venturing near his feeder. It's as if they've all decided to boycott his backyard. In his caption, Brandon writes with a mix of humor and mock outrage, "Help. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but man, I'm so pissed. So pissed. Migration. Geomagnetic shift. Who can explain this? For those who might not know, migration refers to how birds travel long distances seasonally to find better weather or food. A geomagnetic shift sounds a bit scientific. It's about changes in the Earth's magnetic field that could theoretically confuse birds' natural navigation systems. Brandon's throwing out these big ideas in jest, of course, but it adds a layer of intrigue to his complaint. In the video, he exclaims, "There's some kind of geomagnetic shift that's causing all the birds to fly away. I'm pissed as a motherfucker, pardon the strong language, but it's all in good fun." Brandon's just emphasizing his playful annoyance. This isn't just a fleeting rant, it's a full-blown backyard mystery that's got Brandon scratching his head. He wonders aloud if the birds are avoiding him on purpose or if there's something larger at play in nature. It's the kind of situation that reminds us of those old folk songs like "Where Have All the Flowers Gone," but updated for birds and modern tech. Brandon's delivery is spot on. His tousled hair, expressive face, and over-the-top frustration make the whole thing feel like a mini comedy sketch. Fans are loving it because it shows a vulnerable, human side to a celebrity who's usually seen in glamorous roles. Speaking of fans, the response to Brandon's post has been a wonderful mix of laughter, advice, and a dash of nostalgia. His wife, Isabella Isa Barish, jumped in with a loving tease. "You're out of your mind, Barish." It's clear from her comment that she's used to his quirky antics and finds them endearing. Then there are the followers, many of whom are longtime viewers of his shows, who couldn't resist tying it back to his characters. One fan playfully suggested they're looking for Johnny Zacchara and Stefan DiMera. Johnny Zacchara is another role Brandon played on General Hospital, a brooding mobster type that fans adored. It's a sweet nod to how much people miss seeing him on screen. Others offered practical tips to solve the bird dilemma, drawing from their own experiences. For instance, one person advised it took them a while to find food. They also like the water nearby, so maybe you should try a bird bath. That's solid advice. Birds need water for drinking and bathing. And adding a simple bird bath could turn Brandon's yard into a popular spot. Another commenter referenced a bit of science humor that's actually Newton's fourth law. Like the pot never boils, they're poking fun at how watched things seem to take forever, much like the saying "a watched pot never boils." It's a clever way to say that patience is key. Many sympathized deeply, sharing their own stories. "Give it time, they'll show up," one said reassuringly. Another added, "It took me 2 weeks to get a bird and now they're fighting all the time." Imagine that, starting with no visitors and ending up with a feisty flock squabbling over seeds. Suggestions poured in for better bird food, like upgrading to premium seeds or suet, which is a fatty treat that attracts woodpeckers and other species. Some fans even recommended tech solutions, like using an app to identify bird calls. There are wonderful free apps out there, such as Merlin Bird ID from the Cornell Lab of Ornithology, that can listen to chirps and tell you what kind of bird is nearby. It's a great way for beginners to learn more about the feathered friends in their area. And of course, amid all the bird talk, there were heartfelt pleas for Brandon's return to television. "I just want you back on my TV." Time for GH to bring Johnny back. It's touching how fans connect his real-life posts to the characters they've grown to love. This whole episode also ties into Brandon's recent life changes. Not long ago, he and his family moved to Nashville, Tennessee, a city famous for its music scene, which suits his band perfectly. If you're interested, you can read more about that move in other articles online. Nashville has beautiful natural surroundings with plenty of parks and wildlife. So it's no wonder he's trying to attract birds to his new home. Perhaps the local birds are just taking their time to warm up to the newcomers. As we wrap up this entertaining tale, it's clear that Brandon Barish's bird feeder fiasco is more than just a funny video. It's a reminder of the simple joys and frustrations of connecting with nature. In a world full of big news and serious events, stories like this bring a smile and a sense of community. Whether you're a soap opera enthusiast, a birdwatcher, or just someone who enjoys a good laugh, Brandon's post invites us all to pause and appreciate the little mysteries around us. If you're dealing with your own empty bird feeder, remember, start with quality seeds like black oil sunflower or Niger for finches. Place it in a quiet spot away from predators, add some water, and be patient. Before you know it, your yard could be alive with the flutter of wings and the melody of songs. And who knows? Maybe Brandon will update us soon with videos of his feathered visitors finally arriving. What about you? Have you ever set up a bird feeder and waited endlessly for the first guest? Share your stories in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. In the meantime, keep an eye on Brandon's social media for more updates, and let's hope Stefan DiMera makes his way back to Salem soon. Until next time, stay curious and keep smiling.